Hey, good morning, people. Here we are again. Two streams in a week. This is some sort of record. Some sort of record. Ah, man. So just what are we doing here? Just coffee and musings. Just some thoughts I've collected on goings on around social media and things of that nature. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And you know what? Coffee and musings is funny because I just got to the bottom of my first cup. And you know what? Listen to this background music for just a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right. So, um, let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. Now, first up on the docket is, the community freaking out over content farming. Hey, salute, salute. Good morning, NC Worker. SKC, salute. Andre, Deacon, Dave, my early risers in the house. How are you? How are you? How are you? And welcome. So, oh, he took it down. What? What? No. No. Wow, okay. I guess that content's gone. So this guy was trolling, basically content farming by banging on Haley Berry, right? And usual suspects, dude. And here's the thing: you give this guy power when you respond to it in that way. Yeah, so this little dude, right? And all you have to do is ignore it, right? This is a low tier dude who got the boot from an actual legit organization and is now using race to content farm, right? Like, who cares? Who cares? And it's funny, I had some of this other stuff queued up, right? I had some other stuff queued up from him, and he deleted it all. Basically, he was just calling Chloe Bailey ugly and and got a lot of hits for it, right? People don't respond, right? It works because you respond, right? This where is it? Where's this article? So this is a low tier dude in the culture war who needs race to for attention, essentially. And if you give it to him, then that's on you. Because this guy actually used to be with the Blaze, used to have, probably a better income, and got the boot over whatever, right? Exactly, Andre. It's pointless. Yo, what's up, Don Gordito? Salute. Good morning, Tice. How are you? And this coffee is delicious. Delicious. So, um, yeah, man, no, it's fun. And that's the thing about, and actually, I like Twitter because you're like, oh, it's so racist, blah, 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 blah. But you have to understand actual research. Actual research is repression causes radicalization, not talking about it. What decreases radicalization is winning with better ideas. Win with better ideas. You can't win with better ideas. You deserve to win. So ignore trolls. All right, good. Who come out and salute? You know, King Randall, man. King Randall was on my man from the Fast channel. Um, and it was good. It was a really good interview. Um, I am more encouraged about I am more encouraged about what is in store for the boys and the future of the organization. Um, based on what he said. Oh, what he says. I've seen some stuff like this, and I find interesting that some guys that say that it is ugly say that the rapper chick with the fake curly mini afro is beautiful. uh, oh, God, I can't even show this picture. I just looked it up, like, I can't even show it. Okay, here's what. Here's what. So if by correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, what's up, JB Designs? Correct me if I'm wrong, SKC, but I think you mean this person who I have always thought looked like a ghetto hobbit. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, so yeah, King Randall. And an interesting okay, so here's the thing I had with King Randall, right? I think that King Randall is doing great. I support him, right? In all ways, right? With my own money. And I think he's doing a great thing because, you know, who else is doing it, right? Making functional black boys. I mean, that is a it's more than a thankless job. Well, it is less than a thankless job. It is a job that will get you derided and criticized by the very people you're trying to help. So what is that? You know? Um and the only thing is I get the sense that he is building these boys to quote unquote save the community. Yo, what up, Prime VA? Good morning. Brew some coffee and join the crowd. That he is going to feed them back to the community, right? That his mission, the boys are incidental to the mission, and the mission is to save the community. So ultimately, he wants to save the community, and he's looking around for a hammer, and there are no hammers. So I'm going to build these hammers and then use these hammers to save the community, to fix the community. And I always kind of got that sense that there is this romantic or more emotional attachment to that idea. And well, just play some things that made me think about that.
Again, yeah, shout out to those women who made the extra boys run. But I'm like I said, I'm the brains in the face of it, but they are like they making it happen, the whole thing. So I'm grateful for them. But back to what he was saying again, that single mother thing is again for somebody who doesn't have help. Because my kid's mom would never call herself a single mom. Yes, she's single, but she's not a single mom at all. She's a co-parent. I do everything for my kids.
Now you hear that? That is about identity, and that is about credibility, right? And social status. You hear that?
They are like they making it happen, the whole thing. So I'm grateful for them. But back to what he was saying again, that single mother thing is again for somebody who doesn't have help. Because my kid's mom would never call herself a single mom. Yes, she's single, but she's not a single mom at all. She's a co-parent. I do everything for my kids.
See, if she's getting help, she gets a better title of co-parent and not single mom. And really, the community is so far down one way, right? You kind of have to parse the language to kind of salvage some sort of cultural credibility. And really, the dividing line throughout history has been bastardy. Were your kids conceived in a marriage or not? Right? And then we have to make all these new terms for modern society in which there's all these aberrant arrangements that aren't the nuclear family.
I put myself on child support. I gave her the house. I still pay the mortgage and utilities there, and I mandated all that, in the divorce or whatever. So that way, nobody could ever say I wouldn't take care of my kids nor her. And even with me paying child support, I still buy my kids their own clothes. I buy their baseball equipment, all their stuff they need, whatever. I cut their hair, etc. They with me 7 days a week. So and they're with her 7 days a week, and usually that's they with me all day because they're in my school. But they go stay with her, 7 days out of the week. So, she really doesn't have any complaints, and of course, if she's, everything's good with us and we have no problems, I don't mind still sliding her an extra couple dollars, if she needs something or whatever like that, and even with the stuff at the house, like I still get the stuff fixed at the house. Like, for example, the well just messed up not too long ago. I still took care of that, even though I don't have to. I'm not evil, I'm just, if ain't not, we good, we straight. So she's not a single mom by a long shot. I take care of my kid's mom. I take care of my kids, and I make sure she got something, decent to drive or whatever like that, because and she goes to school, full time, and I'm able to make sure the kids taken care of. We have a nanny too, that's also their teacher. So she has them during the day. But if we need to call her in the afternoon and say, hey, neither one of us are available, she'll get them or whatever. Like, it's a great dynamic, with us. So, single moms are those who don't actually help. They don't get no help from nobody. But me, I actually take care of.
So better than a single mom with a better title, a title which is supplied completely by King Randall. Now, bro, too much, man. Just he has stay-at-home wife expenses to be a single dude, a single dad. Like that is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Now, and I highlight this because if someone is this romantic, well, he still loves his ex-wife, obviously. But if you have this type of romantic attachment to your wife, right? And you'll see why later. It is going to be super hard to take a step back and view the culture objectively. Super hard. It's going to be really, really hard to do that because you are too involved emotionally. Let's continue.
My kid's mom, and I believe that's my duty. I impregnated her, and technically I ruined her life to an extent. So, because if it weren't for me,
brother. God, come on.
When I say ruin her life, I say that because if it weren't for me, she would have been doing something else. She wanted to go to the military. She wanted to go be an officer in the Air Force or whatever. She stopped everything she wanted to do to be my wife at the time or whatever like that. So her life changed.
But look how matriarchally focused that is. Women are the rib, bro, not the plane. The rib is the highest and best. Not being an officer in anything.
Changing a different dynamic. I wasn't what she wanted to do.
You didn't ruin it, brother. You just gave her a different avenue. She got a house.
Yeah.
She got all the bills paid, brother. She got 2 beautiful children. Okay, brother. No, you didn't ruin her life.
Either way, I still want to make sure that my kids, mom taking care of,
let me say this, man. A lot of times brothers don't understand that, man. Especially like you say, a baby mom is one thing, but with an ex-wife, hey, things don't work out. Like, hey, like you said, hey, you admitted, hey, you stepped out there. Hey, King Randall became a household name, and he had, you know what I'm saying? He had to, probably dibble and dabble out there, see what was going on. The DM started blowing up. He couldn't resist, right? Yeah, you can say no to a few, but you can't say no to all of them. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that ain't what necessarily happened with us. We had some, so she and I were raised completely differently, and
now here's hold on to your hats. It's gonna get interesting.
Family advised against me getting married at 18. Well, not because of my age. It was because of how we were raised. Because they would recommend me get married at any time or whatever because of how I was raised. I was raised to be a husband and father. I always say that. But she was raised in a home with all single women, and they were very nasty toward each other. Grew up. Listen, we grew up together. I met her when we was like 13. And so we were together, and from her mom, from her grandma, etc. I mean, they were just very nasty and filthy toward each other all the time. And even her grandfather, he's the most sweetest, gentle man I know. But he just couldn't be with her grandma because he just like, man, I just can't do it. I could never do it. So she'll still cook for him and stuff like that, whatever. He'll come eat, but he just couldn't be with her. So they got a divorce. He filed, and same thing with me. I filed, for divorce. And if I always told her, if I was a regular 9-to-5 dude, whatever, I would have tried to make it work. But because of, I just feel like some of the things, she would say or whatever like that publicly or whatever, it was just, it was a liability, for me.
So again, I think this is, and that's why I say, I don't think people like to talk about the past and look at the stuff, but don't understand when there's been a major pivot or major transformation. And I didn't know this. Like I said, thank you for. I also I got divorced and I filed for my divorce also, right? So a lot of the times, what's happening now, brothers are understanding that cheaper to keep a rhetoric is bullshit. Like you said, especially if you get credit, you know what I'm saying, you money, you can afford it. Hey, and we've been together. Now we just
of course it is. You paying for a stay-at-home mom.
Things don't work out. I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving you. I'm not leaving my kids, but we can still be co-parent. We be on good terms. If you need something, hey, we're flexible. We so we work for each other's schedules. That's the way it should be. And being that black men are starting to learn, hey, I ain't got to put up this toxic bullshit. This toxicity is not cool. That's not a healthy relationship. Not only is it not healthy for you, it's not healthy for the household and the children to see. Because
I didn't want my kid to see it. Yeah,
exactly. So like you said, man, again, because of the lack thereof, a lot of people don't understand how important it is to be in not only a 2-parent household, but a healthy 2-parent household to where the sons and the daughters can see how men and women, husband and wife, supposed to love each other, work things out, plan and do all these great things together. But if you constantly got, arguing and fussing and fighting all the damn time, hell, that's just as bad. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of situations.
It is. And it caused a lot of art because like for me, I had left previously in the marriage already. I had left and I was just like, I can't do this. It was too much. And she'll tell you I was perfect husband elite. Like that was me. I did everything. Even when I didn't have like the best job, I was out, making money my own way or whatever like that. Not selling drugs, man, but I was like cutting hair and stuff like that. But I made it work, and it was to a point at one point where, she had to get a job and I was taking care of our son at the house. But even when I was at the house, I was still figuring out ways to make money and I was still paying the bills, even though she had a job. I just wasn't able to get her no extra money at the time. So I would let her use something.
What? What?
money for whatever, and I would pay the bills.
Hey, SKC or the chat. Would you tell your single daughter, your single childless daughter, to if she was in a, what would you say about her being in a relationship with King Randall? Just an open question. Like what would you do? You know what I mean? I would tell my daughter, he's divorced. Oh, okay. Oh, he's got a couple kids. Okay. Y'all plan on having some kids? Mm-hmm. Then the details? He's gonna pay for two entire homes? How are you gonna stay home with the kids? Or are you staying home with the kids? You gonna pay for 2 stay-at-home moms? Bro. I mean, there is no salute to him. I'm just saying this, and I'm showing this because, darn it, I should have found the other part of the video, but I'm showing this because there is too much sentimentality towards the community as a whole.
But things just got bad. I'm not going into detail, but things just got bad, and I left. So yeah, I went sampling around. Then I had just like got hot and all that stuff like that. So you doggone right. Of course she went. Yeah, so she went searching for stuff, whatever, and stuff blew up like that. It started from there, and talking about other chicks I was seeing and calling them and blah blah blah, posting stuff on social media or whatever. And and like I told her, I said, listen, I was like, I'm not gonna leave. We're not gonna get a divorce, but you're gonna have to figure it out. So we would try again, and we tried again, and we had William, and I was trying to, we were trying to do right and keep it together, but same stuff was happening again. So I left again. The same thing happened, looking for stuff, trying to figure out who I was trying to go be with or talk to, and posting stuff on social media again, and I just couldn't have it. I was just like, bro, exactly. I'm just like, you can, for one,
your
my
personal
face,
life made public. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we trying to work it out. Yeah, exactly. So, but again,
I can't do that.
Hey, thank you for being transparent on that, man. I don't want to get too much details on and so forth.
Yeah,
again,
I got you.
Like I said, it's life, bro. And like I said, I think you're a perfect example because again, a lot of this stuff happened. Married, you know what I'm saying? Fresh out of high school, veteran military, ex-school for boys, you know what I'm saying? Boarding school, mentorship, education, all the things that the Black community needs, brother. You are the epitome of it again, bro. And like I said, I know you get your flowers, man. Been on Patrick Bet David, been on Roland Martin, Fox News. The brother's been around, man, and I thank you, brother, for just gracing the platform.
Hey, well, for real, shout out to King Randall. Shout out to King Randall. There was one other part. Let me see if I can find it, man. It was, oh shoot.
This stuff happened. Married,
I'm waiting for the chat to fill up. But it was a point in which he was talking about the zoning again. Now, if you're not, let me catch you up. Let me catch you up on the zoning. So,
deny our request. So I'm so uber frustrated right now. Our county commission today, they voted to deny our request for rezoning for 24 acres of the 40 acres that we own for our multi-purpose facility that we were trying to put out there for children and underprivileged children who don't have any facilities in that area to service them with tutoring or basketball or anything. Those kids are just kind of out there and have no recreation. And so we wanted to bring mentors and bring basketball courts and bring, just automotive repair, etc. We were trying to bring that out there to the neighborhood, and they voted to deny it on today. So the video I'm going to put under this tweet, you'll be able to see what happened at the commission meeting today. It was so crazy because these people accused us of possibly doing fentanyl and cocaine with the children, and I mean, it was crazy the things that they were saying about our school and our boys. And I only put a few brief things on there that they said because I didn't want the video too long. And to see that all of the people who voted no were all Black, and the people that voted yes were white and one Black person. And I live in a majority Black town, and my city and the community here always is screaming systematic racism all the time, when everybody who is in every major position here is Black. And every time that somebody is trying to do something that could benefit the children here, it's like we get asked 1,000 questions. But today, you know what they approve? They approve alcohol licensing for this, and they approve this restaurant and this place and that place, all this little stuff. But when it comes to trying to help children, then I get 1,000 questions asked, and I confronted them and told them, I'm like, how did you guys not ask us about the actual children? They asked for no data, no statistics, no information about the actual children, all asking me about parking spaces and all that stuff, but nobody asked about the actual children that we be trying to serve in that community. And they said that the older people there mattered more than the children who wanted who want this facility out there. Those children weren't able to come speak for themselves because they were in school this morning. But they said the older people there mattered more than the children. And that was absolutely absurd to me. But please, again, we're still going to keep working. That doesn't stop anything. We're still going to build out there. We just can't do that type of facility, but we still can put residential basketball courts, et cetera, out there. So we're still going to build. We're just going to do something different now with it. But please continue supporting us at theexforboys.org. This is why I have been on social media for quite some time. And but you can watch the video next. But please follow us at theexforboys.org, THEXFORBOYS.org. Thank you so much. Peace.
Okay. So they don't want him there. Albany does not want him there. The black community, right, does not want to help black boys. It just doesn't. And that is, I don't think, a reality that King Randall wants to face. And I say that because earlier in his interview with Fantastic, he goes into the zoning again. Like he's gonna try it again with the zoning. Like it would have been approved in the suburbs already. Like it was a done deal. It would have been approved. The boys would have some place to go, but he is intent on just feeding them back to the community. And now, and I say all this, right, in the context of, I still support him, right? Still going to donate, and still going to support him, right? Because he is doing something for them, you know? But I think there's too much emotional involvement with the community. And to SKC's point, right? Well, it wouldn't happen for you, but not saying he's a bad guy. ... We just have an incompatible family culture to all this stuff. Exactly. And so did he. Right? But he went community anyway with emotions and went against sage advice. Right? He went cross-cultural. And that's why he's a divorced dude making paying for a stay-at-home mom he's not married to. So yeah, it's crazy. So, and I mean, at some point the black community is going to come for the boys. I mean, we already know this. Roland Fryer has already done the research. I think it was either B or B- average, and you have less black friends. So the more he makes them functional, the more of a target they're going to be. So, I think he's going to have a character arc not dissimilar to Anton Daniels. I think an Anton Daniels-like character arc is on the way because they are not going to stop coming for the boys, right? And King Randall is not going to stop trying to make the community support his vision. So that is going to come to a head at some point. There's no way it doesn't. So yeah, I mean, but I'll say this: donate to X for Boys. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying do. Matter of fact, let me put that in the chat. Yeah, donate to the X for Boys. Oh, really? What were they saying, Hood? What were they warring over? So, next, for our next topic, what does the internal polling look like, right, for the Democrats? I mean, the internal polling has to look atrocious. Atrocious, because they are pulling out all the stops. They are pulling out all the stops. Where is this? Where is it? They are pulling out all the stops. Kamala Black Enough Harris is doing everything she can to get those votes, man. Everything she can. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Bro. Just can't. Just can't. Bruh, I mean, listen, man. There is no group of quote unquote so-called black people in the Western world with more wealth, more political representation, and more freedom than American black people. Like none. It's not even close. It's not even close. And well, here's the thing. Look how old these people are. Look how old they are. This is the Democrat Party, and this is coming into I can't, man. It's so old. It's so old. Oh, let me show you this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. So, let me make this bigger. Okay. Lord have mercy. We can. All right. So, black people are trending Republican the younger you get, right? These, right? The younger you get, the more Republican black people get. And they see this, right? Understand that they see this. Understand that there is voter apathy. Joe, I'm bringing a bucket of chicken Biden. It is just, that was a result of internal polling. Whenever you see a politician like make an abrupt change or all of a sudden they're doing this and doing that, they took some internal polling, and that internal polling is actually accurate. Not the stuff you see on, not the headline stuff you see on infotainment. But this, look at this. Black Democrat leans dim. Look how heavy that is. Over 65. That's why it's a bunch of old geezers. But this surprised me. 23 and 28 from 50 to 64. But this, right? 28 to 17. Man, it flips under 50. right? It flips slightly under 50, 36, 38, but under 30, come on, bro. Come on. They know the jig is up, right? And they are moving accordingly. So now at the same time that these are true, right? The same time that Democrats can see black people are turning away from the Democrat Party, right? People want to die. I see people on social media, even middle class black people want to die on Fanny Hill. I don't know why. Like this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. You know, and they keep, I don't know why, they are mascotting so hard.
Well, I just want to make sure that you answer the question I asked. So
Just this is not looking good to anybody.
I told you what happened. I read the motion. I am sure I told him my opinion of it is. And past that, we have,
You know, the number of people who are like, oh, she told them, getting sassy on the stand. Like, what?
No, I just wanted to make sure that you did not have a meeting with him in the conference room to discuss the motion.
Next question.
No. So in the, I told you what happened. I read the motion. I am sure I told him what my opinion of it is. And past that, we had no substantive conversation. You did not. Is there something you didn't understand? No, I just wanted to make sure that you did not have a meeting with him in the conference. You didn't understand? No, I just wanted to make sure that you did not have a meeting with him in the conference room to discuss the motion.
Next question.
No. So in the, a meeting with him in the conference room to discuss the motion. I just wanted to make sure that you did not have a meeting with him in the conference room to discuss the motion.
Bro, this is not a good look. And how do you not recognize that they are it's a where is that that Star Wars meme? It's a trap. Bro, where, oh shoot, darn it. Darn it, I accidentally closed that tab. So yeah, so they use what, Fannie Willis to go after Trump, which is not surprising. But who's the, if y'all don't see the setup, who took Trump off the ballot in Illinois? Why, it's the good Judge Tracy Porter, right? I mean, if y'all don't see the setup. Oh, look. Here's Letitia James. Heck, she's got a video saying her and the judge conferred that he was guilty prior to the trial. What is going on here? You know, was that of mice of men, of mice and pendulums, because the pendulum is coming back. I mean, I'm just stepping aside. I'm not getting hit by it. But apparently, the backbone of the Democrat Party is lining up for it. And I mean, do what you want to do, but the fix is already in. The fix is in. Let's hear from Professor Jason Johnson, shall we?
Latino men in places like Texas and Arizona and Colorado, that's going to be the difference. And while everybody sits and has this laser focus on black men, you've got Latino men who are working at the border who are like, hey, I don't like these immigration issues. Why is nobody talking about me? You've got Asian American men who are saying, hey, wait a minute, I don't think affirmative action has worked for me. We have this twisted focus on the wrong group of people. No matter if every single black person, and always, you always had 12, 13% of black people who end up voting for Republican anyway. If every single black person, and always had 12, 13% of one group. Wait a minute. I don't think affirmative action has worked for me. We have this twisted focus on the wrong group of people. No matter if every action has worked for me, we have this twisted focus on the wrong group of people. No matter if affirmative action has worked for me, we have this twisted focus on the wrong group of people. No matter if every single black person, and always had 12, 13% of black people who end up voting for Republican anyway. If every single black man in America who voted for Trump went and voted for Joe Biden this time, it ain't going to change much.
I don't think that's true.
But a large, I'm telling you, even unless you look at a place like Georgia, right, which is still a very, very small margin, but most of those black men, it's not going to end up making a difference. But if we look at Latino men and we look at Asian men, that's where the difference is. That's where the focus needs to be. We have the Democrats have to have the Democrats have to have a pivot to different kinds of people and stop talking to Democrats have to have the Democrats have to have a pivot to different kinds of people and stop talking to folks who are 55, 60 years old who listen to what an old rapper has to say. People and stop talking to folks. The Democrats have to have a pivot to different kinds of people and stop talking to folks who are 55, 60 years old who listen to what an old rapper has to say because their votes are already decided. It's those 18, 19-year-olds who are working right now at CVS and Verizon who don't see a difference, who are the ones who are liable to either stay home or switch their votes.
Now, the internet gonna be on fire by what you just said about black men, Jason.
Stay home or switch their votes.
Now, the internet gonna be on fire by what you just said about black men, Jason. I just want to get your mentions ready.
Internet gonna be on fire. I mean, he didn't get the memo, man. You shouldn't let the cat out of the bag, son. Can't let the cat out of the bag. Can't let them know you're about to dump them now. You know, and oftentimes I mention Cindy Sheehan, right? Because that was masterful.
You know who?
Oop, get out of there. That was a masterful display of Machiavellian use of a woman's grief, right? Wonderful use. I mean, God, I haven't seen it. That's the best. That's the best I've seen in my whole life, right? Oh, and this is just Mayor Cantrell says the attacks on her use of city-owned apartment feels personal. Feels personal. She was using a city-owned apartment to sleep with her security guard. Aw. Is it personal? So now they want to lease it out to somewhere else so the city can make profit and she's got to turn over the keys. Bro, they've got black women out here looking crazy. And it better be hip to the game. Hip to the game. I mean, and they're already, I should look that up. They're already doing little think pieces about how, oh, here it is. Yes. All right. They're already doing battle space preparation for black women mayors. Rising national profiles come with political risk, i.e., these places suck. And there's a metric S ton of corruption for whatever reason. Right? But Cindy Sheehan is the blueprint for how a party does it. If you don't remember Cindy Sheehan, that's part of the point. They weaponized this woman's grief as a quote unquote anti-war protester against George Bush. And you can see 16 years ago, right? So this is in 2007. And bro, once they got done with her, she was cast immediately to the side. Hey, salute Free Zone Lou. Salute Detroit 313, D-Rock Dan, Andre 416. Salute Winthrop, how are you? Laughing Dog, good to see you. Azrael, what's up? But yeah, the Democrats just got rid of her. Unceremoniously, she was done. She had the gall to think that she was actually going to be anti-war for real, and they were going to back her up and they were going to leave the Middle East after Bush got out of there. Well, that didn't happen. And when she tried to run for Nancy Pelosi's seat, come on, man. Come on. Now, when they pivot away from black people, which they have to, because demography is destiny. So You know, I honestly I didn't think the cat would be let out of the bag until at least after the election, but nah, the numbers are what they are. The people who are having families and having babies, you know, isn't the Black community. So, yeah, the dumping of the matriarchal subculture to win elections is imminent. So it's just a warning. Don't don't get caught in the crossfire. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, and then okay, this is what else they're doing. No. Now, musings on culture. This party. This is a party at the vice president's house, by the way.
Y'all, I'm at the VP house. They playing Sexy Red. Y'all, I'm at the VP house. They playing Sexy Red.
We lit, y'all. Please.
President Harris's home tonight was an absolute.
Off with the head, yeah, money talk. Oh my God, look at her butt.
This event means to me, it put everything into perspective. It shows me everything is possible. My vice president's Black. What you mean I can't do it?
When I look out at this group of leaders, I know that the future of our country is bright. Our nation needs you, and I look forward to your continuing leadership. Welcome to the house party at VP.
Being here at Vice President Harris's home tonight was an absolute honor. The embodiment of Black excellence in the room was overwhelming, and I'm just so honored.
Coming to an event like this is just gratifying. I mean, when you really choose God and put Him first in all that you do, He will just open up many doors for you. When you seek Him first, all will be added unto you. And so I'm blessed to be a part of this event.
I am so excited to be here, like to be in the home of the first African-American female vice president of the United States means everything to me. And I'm just so excited to be here. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Cindy Sheehan. Now let me take you back. Way back. Yeah, wasn't nothing going on here but high marriage rates. No, higher than today at least. Yeah. And while they were out, they will advertise to you the lowest common denominator and call it high culture. And yeah, I'm not doing it. Who wants their little kitties at that party? Who? Yeah, Baby Friedman is going to be nowhere near that. Like none. Just not doing it. So there was this. Okay, so and that brings me to this video.
It's always funny. Starting off in private school, the story of how I went from whitewash to not at the age of 12 is always funny. Starting off in private school, this is me. Switched to a public school and there were black people, but I guess I had just naturally gravitated towards white people. Until this other black girl noticed and she's like, if you buy me a bag of hot Cheetos, I'll introduce you to all the other black people. I'm like, okay. I buy the hot Cheetos and during recess, she introduces me to everybody. And after that day, I was never the same. This is me. It was a 180, I guess. And this is me at the end of middle school at my birthday party. So I was immersed in my culture over a bag of hot Cheetos.
Yeah, no.
The story of how I went from white.
Hell to the nah. It's like choose one. Choose one. Which one you want? Because you don't get both. And, you know, and I responded, note to self, keep paying for private school. No, it just, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. And here's dirty folks, at least ban your daughters from eating hot Cheetos and dill pickles. No, I take no chances. The tangle of pathology is like a zombie infection. All right, you can't. There's no inoculation, and girls are especially susceptible to influence. Like, no, not happening. And this guy's like, oh, you Uncle Ruckus. Oh, okay. Well, you know, Baby Friedman is not going to be on this line down here. That's not happening. Yeah, Baby Friedman is not going to be on this line. That's not what we're doing. Not what we're doing. We're not doing this. Nope. Because they about to throw all y'all away. Right? Democrats are getting ready to throw y'all away. Why? Why? Because demographics matter. That's why. And you're going to die on Fanny Hill, but, you know, well, I'm not. Somebody is. It's just not going to be me. Just not going to be me and mine. Not gonna be me and mine.
I'm a black teacher. Of course I'm gonna wear my grill to school. Yeah! I'm a black teacher. Of course I'm the only one that can clear the hallways. Hey y'all, go to class! Stop playing with me. Thank you. I'm a black teacher. Of course I'm gonna make sure my young blacks stay on track. Hey y'all, do y'all work please? Can we get on track? I'm a black teacher. Of course they always come to my classroom looking for snacks. I'm a black teacher. Of course I argue with kids. Don't play with me. Eat some fruit. And I said what I said. Okay. And what do you want to do? I drag kids. I'm a black teacher. Of course me and my favorite pair sit here and talk shit about the kids on our prep period. I'm a black teacher. Of course I'm gonna call your mama, even if you ain't in my class, because I don't play that. I'm a black teacher. Of course my students love me. You know it. What up, gang? That's gangsta in the world. Period. Let them know. What up, Zai Zai? Period. I'm a black teacher.
Wait, what was that? Now I feel like SKC. Can someone translate?
Of course, I run half the organizations on campus: BSU, basketball, teaching, the principal disciplinary committee, teaching, the principal disciplinary, the principal disciplinary committee.
Yeah, I'm sure the principal's real happy about that.
I'm a black teacher. Of course, they call me when they need help disciplining our babies. I'm a black teacher. Of course, I refer.
And there is the matriarchy.
Our babies. I'm a black teacher. Black teacher. Of course, they call me when they need help disciplining our babies. I'm a black teacher. Of course, I refer to my students as ugly as bald-headed as a term of endearment. Go to class, ugly. Period. I'm a black teacher. Of course my classroom be lit at lunchtime.
Oh my God. I didn't watch this whole thing.
I'm a black teacher. Of course I quit every day in my head and still show up for my babies. I'm a black teacher. Of course I'm gonna wear my UC Davis hoodie to remind them that I'm black and brilliant. I'm a black teacher. Of course I roast y'all kids and use sarcasm as redirection. Y'all can't hurt my feelings. I invented it.
My God, I feel like I want to sell some plasma just to make sure. Just to make sure baby Friedman is okay. Oh my God, no. I mean, I don't know what to say to that, to be honest. You can stay in this matriarchal subculture if you want. Not me. No. 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 Getting ready to dump y'all.
The spectacle right now is putting us in a sense of danger, not just in this country, but in this world. It is putting our allies in danger because right now what they're doing is they're peddling Russian lies. Basically, the Republicans have become synonymous for Russians at this point. It is a disgrace. The spectacle right now is putting us in a sense of danger, not just in this country, but in this world. It is putting our allies in danger because right now what they're doing is they're peddling Russian lies. Basically, the Republicans have become synonymous for Russians at this point. It is a disgrace. The spectacle right now is putting us in a...
Time is running out for political Keisha. It is running out. My God, man, I swear. So choose. What do you want? And a lot of people don't think it's a choice. And that's the problem. They don't think it's a choice. Yep, that is it. Well, no doubt. At this point, I'm an accelerationist, you know, past the gasoline. You know, the quicker the better. Personally, you know, it's the only way to get a better outcome, right? You got to cut the cancer off, right? That social, cultural, and mental and spiritual break has got to happen. If it doesn't, then, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, that's all I got for you folks. That is all I got. Play my intro as my outro, and I will talk to you good people later.